This tutorial is about file navigation and file management. This is Windows Explorer and this is Windows 7. And you can find your Windows Explorer icon on the taskbar in Windows 7. Now never fear, if you're an avid Windows 7 user, when using Windows 8 you can revert back to the Windows 7 graphical user interface if it is easier for you. So again, this is Windows 7 and this is the taskbar below, and I have my taskbar set to auto hide the properties for my taskbar, so you will see it go away. And what I'm doing today is some file management, and I'll tell you over here on the left hand side is the navigation pane. This is your display pane here in the middle. Okay, your menu bars. This is your status bar here below showing that I have one item selected, and this is your preview bar here. And when you select items, you can actually rate items in Windows 7 as to how you feel about them. You can add a description to them, and you can add notes for them. Okay. Now also you can change your display to show the preview over here in the right hand corner. If there's a preview in the file content, this would be the content preview. This being a website has no file content preview. But right now I am organizing my favorites bar, and to find your favorites bar, if you look up here in the address bar here, you can see my file folder hierarchy. So I went from the computer to my local disk area to users. Okay, and under users I am the owner, and I found my favorites bar there. Well, that's where it's at anyway. And I need to manage my favorites bar because one of the things is I have a lot of items on my favorites bar, and I am actually using a netbook at this time. So that makes it even, more important that I manage my favorites so that I can get to the resources that I've saved there. So with that said, I'm going to close the file preview, file contents preview pane. I'm left clicking here. And you can change the different views. You can change it to extra large icons where you get icons instead of details or lists. My favorite view is the details view because it already puts the date. And also you can filter by date. Okay, or a long time ago, group filters for dates. These are query filters for dates that are already defined for you. All right, you can add a new folder. You can organize, which is what I'm doing today, and you can open items as well as share them or print something. Over here in the search favorites bar, you can also type your searches in there. Here you can see some different searches that I had. The query includes type, and then you would put the colon symbol and the type that if you're searching by the file type. Okay, so same as date modified or size. You can put name and search by name. So for example, here I'm grouping all of my Microsoft sites that I have recently linked to. I created a folder called Microsoft Stuff, and then here they all are. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm actually going to do the proper way to do it. You left click on File once you select the item, and then you left click on Move to a folder, and I'm moving them so you navigate through the list in the Move Items dialog box. And I'm moving these to the folder that I recently created so I can easily find them all. And I just created this folder in my favorites bar called Microsoft Stuff. So I'm moving them all there. I select that folder and left click on Move. Now in this dialog box you could also create a new folder. And they're now moved into that folder. Now granted, I do have some more organization to do. So what I'm doing is, they're still showing up there because this filter is still on. And to clear the filter, you just left click. Okay, so I still have a lot more to organize here, but this tutorial is now over.